Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hawthorne Springs. This is episode number 9, where we do our big update episode. So stop right now and make sure if you are new, you subscribe to my channel, like the video if you like it. I actually want you to wait till you watch at least like 2 minutes of it. Watch at least 2 minutes of it and then tell me if you like it or if you hate it. Tell me what I can do better. I'm challenging you. Watch long enough that you tell me. I would love the feedback. We're trying to grow the channel, trying to get some subscribers in here. Shout out to all the new #Candy Famers. So, in the interest of consistency, I am trying to do at least one video a week of every single series that I have on the channel. That includes Sunset Harbor, City Skylines, Vanilla. We're going to actually chop that up a little bit differently. Cranberry County, my flagship series, and then Hawthorne Springs. So that's what we're going to try to do. I've been pretty successful the last 2 weeks. Hopefully it keeps going. Who knows, with the global pandemic, it could change, but welcome all of the newcomers. Welcome all of the binge watchers. This is episode number 9. It's so crazy. 9 episodes in. We're just downtown in it as usual. Downtown for the win. Literally, I love this series because it's all downtown, at least for now. I have some pretty big plans coming up after the downtown segment, but that's going to be in like episode 40. We're at episode 9, so make sure you stay tuned for the duration of this series. It'll probably go a couple years. Who knows? Let's answer some of your questions. Make sure you let me know below what you're thinking, what I should build, what your thoughts are. Make sure to hashtag it CandyFam. It will blow up to the top, and whoever gets like a bunch of thumbs up comments, I will make sure to do yours. Okay, first question comes from Metro Filmer, an OG #CandyFamer. Metro says, yay, Hawthorne Springs is back. Really excited. At least I hope that's how you typed it, right? Love this series. Enjoyed seeing the Colorado Civic Center inspired builds and the light rail. I suggest you get the light rail tracks and stations off the Steam Workshop. As always, keep up the good work and #CandyFam. Love it. Thank you so much, Metro. OG Candy Famer from the beginning. Okay. Yeah, great suggestions, man. Once we get like our traffic down and the city kind of built, we'll start worrying about traffic. I have big plans, huge plans for the Union Station, the transportation hubs, out to the airport, out to the suburbs. Huge plans. So make sure you're paying attention to that. It's coming. It's definitely coming. Next question comes from Aaron Clark. Aaron says, cool, Hawthorne Springs is back. I've been waiting for this great work. Thank you so much, Aaron. Here's the deal, y'all. For those of you who are binge watching or the new subscribers, we're getting a ton of new subscribers on the channel. Shout out to y'all. For those who are binge watching, there hasn't been an episode of Hawthorne Springs for a long time. I'm just going to leave it at that because it doesn't matter anymore. It's back. So really quick, before we continue with the questions, today's episode in the beginning half, I'm going to show y'all how I'm connecting like some roads. I'm going to show you what I'm doing in terms of the sunken highway. There's a bunch of additions to the greater downtown area. And then to end the episode in about, I'd probably say about 5 to 6 minutes, we'll do a live play and jump to the live portion. And then you guys can see kind of an update episode. I'm going to go over all the stuff that we have done and all the stuff that needs to be done. So if you're a nerd and you're truly into simulation games, City Skylines, mods, you're going to love this because the live play is kind of longer, but we go literally into detail what we're building. So right now on the screen, we're dialing in the light rail. This is just one line. Honestly, there's going to be a gajillion tram/light rail lines that go throughout the whole city. So this is just one of the lines that go along the highway, and all details are not final. These are I kind of wanted to sure up what I was doing. You know, I'm like, okay, what would this look like? Obviously, again, all these will change. Here's a little preview of one of the light rail lines going into the city. But obviously, a lot of this stuff will change, man. Like none of this stuff's going to stay the same. I think in episode 20 of Hawthorne Springs, we'll probably do big transportation episode. And then I would imagine it would probably shift in, episode 40. So you guys know how it is. You've watched my series before. You guys aren't new to this. So I do want to answer a little bit more questions. Another question's from, let's see who has a good question. Learn, big shout out to you, Learn's a new subscriber. Has probably been subscribed to the channel for a couple weeks here, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Big shout out to you. Welcome to the hashtag Candy Fam. Learn says, most underrated CS channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the comment. I'm working on accepting compliments from people. I really appreciate the compliment. I'm taking that as a compliment. Here's the deal. Let's be real. There's some really talented City Skylines players. One that I'm watching big time. I'd love to give you guys like City Skylines players and people you should check out. If you're watching my video, you probably already know about this dude, but if you're not, you have to stop after this video, of course. Make sure you watch my video. But after my video, go check out Fresh Popcorn. He has a new series. He's actually rehashing an old series. He used to be on YouTube. Some things happened. I don't know what happened, but he's back. That's all that matters. And his series, San Miniato, I think it's called. Maybe not. I think it's called San Miniato, like San Miniato Rebirth or something like that. This series, y'all, is like crazy. The views from the series are amazing. It's super detailed. If you like my stuff, you'll definitely like him. Check out also Prez has an awesome city based off of, I think, Portland. Not Portland, or it's either Portland or Seattle. He has some crazy stuff going on. Check him out. Of course, Strict Toasters. He has the flagship City Skyline series. If you're watching City Skylines, you got to watch Strict Toaster. His stuff is legit. I think, what's his Nidal, I think it's called. And then last but not least is $2.20. He has Marble Mountain. That's currently ongoing. He has another one called Miami. It's City Skylines Vanilla, kind of the inspiration of where I got mine. But check out all those dudes. So Learn. Thank you for the awesome compliment. But there are also some really, really cool City Skylines YouTubers. So, okay, on the screen right now. And thank you guys so much for your questions. If you want to ask more questions, put them down below in the comment section. As for the screen, we're getting ready to transition to the live portion. But I really, really, really love the way this build's turning out. We're doing a mall. Again, we're going to go over all this. But right now on the screen, we're doing a downtown mall. I really wanted to like do a traditional mall in a downtown setting. Of course, it's like one block, right? It's super small and baby. But I had to like do some sort of mall. So we are transitioning over and let's go live. Like I promised, we are in the live portion. Look at the overview of Hawthorne Springs. This will most definitely be the time lapse. So one really cool thing is the downtown district is really taking shape and all the road networks are really taking shape. This map is just amazing. You could download this map. I will try to find the link to it, but someone made this. I will give you credit to whoever made this. We literally found it on the Steam Workshop and used it. So maybe you watched this and you did it. So it just looks amazing from all angles and all views. And this map's going to be so fun to build on. Okay, so downtown area. I know I say okay a lot. Somebody pointed that out in the comment section. I won't stop. So the downtown area, let's go from like this side sweeping over to what we built in the time lapse. Again, this is our update episode. The biggest portion is this live portion that I wanted to show you all. And it's really designed for people that have not heard of this series. There's still a bunch of you that have not heard of this series. So welcome if this is your first episode, and hopefully you can catch up on what you missed. Now, the downtown will continue to phase out this way. This basically where all this green is, which is where the downtown is going to be. So future plans, we're going to do more of an old town downtown, more towards this side. So probably from like this road down, we'll fill this up with like the old town downtown and this side as well. So the existing downtown would have existed on the side of the highway, and then obviously this new highway would be the new stuff, and towards there the citizens would have, you know, approved the new highway. They would have approved more land and all that fun stuff, and surrounding areas will always be just classic suburban residential areas. So that is the plan, and we're gonna do a big river. So these rivers here, we're gonna connect a river and make it go all the way down this way, and then it'll go all the way down in there. So connecting this big body of water, but this river will go all the way down. I'm actually testing that out right now, so you can see these little pools of water. This is actually a river network mod, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to use that or the plain classic quays and using some water. So let's start from on this side. We'll do a hybrid of a couple different things. I know I want to do like ground level things, and that's probably what we'll do. Not more of an overview. Let's go ground level. Cool, let's do that. Okay, so starting off is the state capitol. That was last episode. Make sure you check it out. So you have the state capitol here, and then you have the city capital, right? So the state would be Hawthorne Springs, and then the city would be, I don't know. We haven't named it yet. So let me know your name suggestions down below in the comment section. So if you're at ground level, we have this, and this is a loose design. I'm not sure if I'm keeping the light rail like this on the street. We have some light rails testing it out actually, and then we'll actually detail that, and we'll do a huge transportation episode. It will be a spectacle. Like, it will be the biggest thing on YouTube. Not really, but in City Skylines, it will be the biggest thing ever. Not really. But I will definitely plan that out. We'll have custom liveries, a custom transportation network district name, custom building, light rail yard, all that fun stuff is coming. We have like I can see this series, like Cranberry County is interesting, right? Cranberry County, and forgive me, I'm rambling. Cranberry County is very, it's not like it's small, but it's very specific. Hawthorne Springs is the series that could go forever. It's like Palm Island in a sense, because the land is abundant, right? It's the similarity would be Alpine Springs, because there's so much land to do things. As long as my computer can keep up and we don't hit that prop limit, that's how long we would go. So you have this road down here, and this is just like normal office buildings, right? So you would have office buildings off to the side here, and I would imagine maybe like these are more service buildings, meaning here, let me get that off. Meaning that maybe it's like an extension, right? There we go. Get some light on that. So the service buildings are like an extension. Maybe the state attorney's office is out of this one specifically, and then, you know, some retail shops down here, and then, you know, a small warehouse there, and then some more retail. You know, so maybe these are like old school high-end apartments on that side. Something like that. Something very similar to that would be on, you know, the other side of the Capitol. So continuing on, you have like this cool district. Again, this kind of highlights the future of what this will be, right? And we got to clean up some of this fun stuff. But if you're on kind of the ground level perspective, this kind of dips up here, and then this will all be like normal apartments. There'll still be some high rises, but maybe like a park or something. Just this view right here looks amazing. I love that. That's a screenshot. We got to get us. I will take a lot of screenshots. Hopefully I edit a lot of those screenshots out, but I got to take a lot of screenshots because that's just like a really cool view. So down here you have like a high-end condo, and with some retail on the bottom, you know, classic American style condos. And then you have an entrance to that condo and parking right here. So this is like the parking garage that services all these buildings in the area. And then on this side, you have just some residential, some old school residential and some condos, and then some retail in the corner. That's kind of how the vibe that this all follows. Same thing this way. I'm actually going to make the sun go back over on this side. Oh man, it looks so good. So yeah, you have some housing and everything that way. That's the middle. That's the parking garage that way. And then this is the backside to the the city capitol building. So this is the backside or the front side. I mean, there's not really like a back or front. So that's super detailed. I like how this turned out. Really nice details on that. Turning this way, you have a statue. I don't know where I'm going to put that statue. It's very temporary. I'm like, literally, I don't know where I'm going to do that, but statue going somewhere. This is one of my favorite parts, actually. So this is like turn the lights back up. This is like a high-end, like super high-end condo and then surrounding areas. So check these out. Like these are like crazy nice. Aren't those nice? Like I would definitely live here. Like I would have to live here. If I lived in Hawthorne Springs, I'd probably live like, let's go, my little special camera. I'd probably live, let's go up a little bit. Yeah, somewhere like right here. Look at that window. Yeah, we're in a window. Love it. So yeah, I would live like on this floor right here because the views that you're going to have in the future in the back of those buildings is going to be so amazing. We'll probably do like a large body of water over there. Ah, man. And then your views overlook the art district. So when you look down, like, look at that Sydney Opera House. Like you can see all of downtown. Like this is a view. This is a view, man. I love that. So I probably live there. And it's just like a cool, like secluded community downtown. So you have like all these high-end condos. Look at that. You can see the state capitol in the background and your other closest condos over there, right? So this is like premium real estate. Obviously there'll be way more high rises everywhere, but I think that this is just, it turned out amazing. We built some surrounding area. I'm not sure if I included this in the time lapse, but this surrounding area is just filler, honestly, some office buildings. And then our art district episode. And so you have a cool mall right here. Excuse my frames too. I know I have a super low frame, so hopefully this is bearable enough. But you have like a cool mall area, high-end shopping here. I know I'm recycling buildings like crazy, but a cool little pyramid building, and then a Dave and Buster's on the other side, and then more shopping on this side here. Got a Puma store, got an Apple store over here, looking great. And then you have some retail and some housing here. Obviously, we haven't touched this side of the street, so we'll come back and detail that and build upon there. But the focal point is really on this side of the street. And so again, you have your art district. The art district's cool. It's kind of like a park. The goal was to do a whole district like a park. So we're still going to do like a city park. It's going to go multiple blocks, but the art district is I thought it was a really cool way to break up the density that we have downtown. So you kind of transition from density over to less dense areas this way. And then eventually our old town being all the way over here, right? So you're going to have more high, tall buildings, high residential, high commercial and office buildings this way, but you're going to have a mix of lower density buildings. And so that's really what the art district, the purpose was, because everything on this side here is just going to be tall buildings. So yep, ending of the art district. Another highlight of that episode, go check it out again, is this mall. I'm all about the malls. We have so many malls. I think that's what I'm known for, is retail shops and areas. So just another mall, super detailed, has some concrete down there, some tiles. And then your art district kind of ends here. And so these are like concert halls, theater halls, all that fun stuff. I thought it'd be, oh my gosh, it'd be so fun to just like VR in this city right now. Can you imagine just going like to the cafe here and then going in the Sydney Opera House there, or going to catch a show, or walking down using the stairs right there to go to the mall down here. I mean, man, the property is just amazing. I love how it turned out. What else do we have? So that's basically this side, right? So it's funny because we started off the series over here, and then we moved over here, and then kind of we're kind of like jumping spots, and it probably will be like that just because my ADD brain literally can't handle just working on one project. So some quick asides, this will be shored up, And then I'm actually going to redo this whole highway. This whole highway is going to be redone. It has a lot of issues. I'm not even going to show you guys right now. It just needs some work. So I might check in next episode or the episode after to show you some of the details. Because again, this highway is just atrocious. We're not even going to look at it. Just know if you're looking for it like completely finished, check out, I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode when we build it. I just had so many massive problems with cars doing weird stuff that I just want to replace the whole thing and redetail everything. And yeah, it's coming soon. But the cool part about it is we built all this stuff here. So, okay, I'm just going to show you, even though it looks super ghetto, just forgive me on this. So we built these buildings here so you can have a cool view right off the highway. So whenever that's done, I'll show you. Again, it's in limbo. I debated not showing you, but hey, Design Candy shows you all of our flaws. One weird thing that's been happening to me is this FedEx building by #KingLeno, killing it right now with all the mods and updates. This is like changing colors on me. I'm like, I don't want, like, I need my team color to be white. There you go. Okay, so which brings me over to one of my favorite episodes to date and favorite views in this city is going over this bridge here and seeing this really colorful building right there, seeing the Peabody Hotel, I think that's what it's called right there, and then boom, this build, I mean, look at just, I mean, the custom details like the rock and the flags, and then the Marriott Hotel in the background, the big FedEx Forum, you have that awesome building there, retail right there, your parking right there, you know, the entrance to parking, all the details for parking. Like, I love scenes and stories. Like, this tells a story. Like, even the parking structure, or like, because that's so realistic to me. Like, if you have I'm saying like a lot. If you have a downtown, and again, we're close to the ground, so some of these things are floating. If you have a downtown, like, arena like this, you would have like that VIP parking experience right next to it. And then it's just right off the highway. You have billboards. I just love it. Let me know if you like that too down below. Maybe I'm tripping and crazy, but this episode is really cool. Check that out if you're interested. We build the FedEx Forum. Awesome details here. We have parking garages here right next to it. So the main parking garage you would think would be, you know, right there. Maybe some more underground. And then you have this cool, what do you call this? Like retail area, Giorgio Armani, Tom Ford, you know, kind of high-end stores, Pottery Barn, you got a McDonald's right there. And then you have the Bud Light Bar and Grill, which would be up top, and then a Dave & Buster's, another Dave & Buster's that you'd figure that would be there. And then a Marriott Hotel. That hotel would be so cool to stay at, just your view right there by the arena. And then the backside, like your loading bays, we detailed all of that. And you have like a drop off and pick up, you know, loading bay. We clipped some of these into that. So yeah, I love this build. Some advertisements for McDonald's, the McDonald's right there. It just looks so cool. And same episode, we did a downtown Target and some older type style buildings. Obviously these would have been there already. And so this area was probably redeveloped back in the day, and you added in this block here. And so you have, everything is pretty much old. Like you have a fire station here. This fire station is actually really cool. I do want to show you. I know it's a little dark, but check this fire station out. Like, this is super cool to me. So you have like an old school fire station that kind of made it, whatever firehouse that is, and it has a Red Cross banner right on it. So we did that. Couple tall buildings here. We have the main parking structure that I would think would be for the arena had to be blocks away. And somehow we're going to incorporate the light rail that goes to this arena. Somehow. I'm not sure I want to do that yet, but it's coming. There's your Target on top of this awesome, massive building. I love this building. It's one of my favorite buildings that I found in the workshop. But you have your Target there. And what else? We have just some undetailed buildings that we'll come back to. This is all unfinished. We'll probably do a future episode on the end of the mall. But okay. So this is based off of 16th Street Mall in downtown Denver. A lot of people have called that out. Good job. You nailed it. But let me show you a cool tour of what we have so far. So the name of the game right now is just retail. And this was a really fun build. This was featured actually with King Leno. Big shout out to King Leno again. And City Skylines. It was featured on their channel, one of their tutorials. that King Lionel did. This is the flagship mall, and it's hard because it's not functionable on the top end. It is on the bottom, but you have 2 decks, an upstairs and a downstairs. It's a doozy of a build. If you're interested, check that episode out. What I mean, it's probably one of my favorites of all time. When I go back and watch it, I'm like, I can't believe I did that. I just can't believe it sometimes. It's insane. So check that out. It's intricate, it's detailed, it's crazy. It's pretty crazy. And on the back side, you have parking and whatever we'll do for the future of it. But going down the line of the mall, you have a bunch of condos. Like, this is prime real estate, right? This is prime Hawthorne Springs downtown real estate. And just the way the skyline's taking shape with all these buildings just looks amazing. I mean, look at this. It's just taking, look at these tall, super tall buildings. It's becoming a downtown, man. That's a cool perspective. So going all the way down this way, you have more condos, more office buildings, more parking structures, high-end retail. You have some department stores here, Crate and Barrel, Nike store. You have some awesome housing here. So that's some residential. Then more dense populated. So this is what you guys saw in the time lapse. And basically all I was doing, and I kind of wanted to give you guys a little oomph, right? So what we were doing while we were talking and answering questions is just dialing in the way that normal downtown looks, right? And so there's a mixture of like tall buildings and short buildings. One of the craziest things that I'm trying to pull off is different angles. Again, I took this from Denver. Shocker, I live here. Everything is Denver. If you're disappointed in that, sorry, because literally everything's modeled after it. Denver has buildings that are all diagonal, right? So their grid is actually diagonal. That's where this idea came from. The problem is you have a lot of diagonal builds, right? So you have to find a lot of 45-degree angle buildings or detail corner buildings like I did here. So it actually is turning out pretty well. We have this cool feature in the middle. This is a museum. I thought that this was a really cool asset. And so what I did is I duplicated it 3 times so it could fulfill, you know, the majority of the property here. And I don't know what kind of museum the Sexy is. What kind of museum? Decorative Arts Museum. So you have a big featured museum right downtown. And then next to it, you have just a bunch of parking that services just the whole downtown area. But this museum, the motto is just amazing. This looks really good. And it's like tucked in. I just love downtown. It's just tucked in there. Like, it's a focal point that if you're looking for it, you'll find it. But you might drive past and you're just like, what is that? That looks so, so cool. So downtown, again, a bunch of condos this way. You have some older buildings, and this will transition into our old town. Our old town, again, will be just this whole side of the downtown. Just older buildings, Brooklyn style buildings, Chicago old school style buildings, you know, things like that. We'll probably have some warehousey looking buildings that were gentrified and redeveloped that probably have like marketplace stores and all that. We'll probably do a convention center. I will do a baseball park down here, most likely a baseball park with the old town, matching that vibe. Just that old school, old town, redeveloped kind of, but it still has that old look. So we have some residential builds here, like a big old apartment cluster. I really love these models. These models look really cool. They're all modular. So you put them together in sections. Like, let me see if I can show you. Like, see that? They're all modular. So every part of this build is just pieced together. And it turns out really well. Like, the final result looks like it's supposed to be there. But it's a cluster of like a bunch of buildings into one. Just my swag. I love it. And it gives it so much character and dimension. Like, you don't have to have super tall buildings and super short buildings. You can kind of combine them. Another block, just again detailing it, trying to fill in the gaps for downtown. A lot of the downtown build is just filling in things, but I did want to showcase it. And then you have this cool like office building, and so who knows what company that is. That's a massive company just occupying half of a block and then a little bit more of another block. So that looks good. Let's go back to the mall. And so going down here, let's see if we can turn up some lights just a little bit. There we go. This is a really cool building. I'm not sure who made it, but that looks really cool downtown. And then you have just some standard retail and then some housing above it. And then we have a mall. So I actually built a traditional mall. I got this idea from a mall in Vegas, right on the strip. I'm not sure the name of the mall. I'm sure somebody would know down in the comment section, but they have a mall like right on the strip. And I'm like, why not do like a traditional indoor mall? So, I mean, this looks cool. It's a little old school, but I think it looks good. And we'll have like a little sign here saying like Skylines Mall. And then we have a clock tower. The tricky part about this clock tower is being down here on the mall. And so I'm not sure what to do yet, because if you look at it from this perspective, right, and I'm like down a tourist on the mall. Let's go ground level, see if we actually can, see if it lets us. Yeah, so for ground level here, you can kind of see the clock tower, but it's not a focal point. So I'm kind of exploring what to do with that clock tower in the future. I might square it up a little bit better so you can see it like squared. Right now it's at an angle, so maybe take this and put it like right on the edge right there, or maybe on the other side of the street. But anyway, you have the clock tower there, big feature downtown. Just some seating areas. You have a Dillard's on the outside of your mall, another Skylines Mall entrance. We'll fix that sign there, but that's the branding. And then you have some high-end retail. I love this model. I actually just found these on the workshop. These models look amazing. I love it, love it, love it. You have an Express, and then probably another. We could put some signs on here, maybe like an H&M or something. You have a Bloomingdale's, another store, retail, Dave & Buster's, another entrance for the Skyline Mall, and then a Macy's, and turn it around. So yeah, a big, huge mall downtown. Gotta love it. On another mall, right? The whole street is a mall, and then you have another big mall surrounding it. I love it, love it, love it. Then down here, just some more retail. I love this building. This is a really cool model. And thank you guys so much for staying this long. Again, I love this stuff. I'm nerding out on this stuff because this is my big update. So again, this is designed for people that are new. Anyway, I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to apologize. If you love it, you're watching it. If not, you moved on. Okay, so Gap Store and then Hyatt. Hyatt Hotel is just a massive hotel. I tried to make it massive. It's kind of sloppy, so we'll fix some of that. But you have your continuation of the hotel building this way, and then some more retail on this side. And then to top it off, you have this corner of the Hollywood Homewood Suites, Homewood Suites by Hilton, and that's the rounded off. So, and then this will probably just end the mall. We'll probably cap it here and just do a roundabout there, and then exploit some of this water. This goes on top of a hill, so maybe start doing some housing on top of the hill and get a little bit more residential suburban area that way. Still downtown theme, 2-3 story buildings like this, but really transition out of downtown on this side. So this is probably the end of downtown. This specific street will be the end cap. So yeah, that's this city. I mean, what are we? How many episodes in are we? Let me check. So we are 9 episodes in. Only 9. That's crazy. Cranberry County, we're 20. So we're only 9. This series is super, super young. It feels old because, I mean, I don't get to downtown builds, until episodes 20 or something, traditionally in our series on the channel. But man, oh man, it's turning out amazing. I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for staying this long and getting an update on everything. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Let me know right now down below in the comment section. If you've watched this far, you have to let me know what I should build in the downtown area next. Things that I have on my list: a police station, jail district, flushing out more of the downtown 16th Street, downtown mall. That's what they call it, different 16th Street. Redoing the underpass or the sunken highway. What else do we have? City Park, River, Entertainment District, Old Town Downtown, baseball. So if those like trigger anything for you, let me know down in the comment section. I really want this to be collaborative, as all of our series are. So make sure you're checking out Cranberry County. It's the flagship episode. That is flagship series. That is my 3rd series on the channel. Yep, we had Apple Mountain Valley, Palm Island, and then Cranberry County, and then this is the 4th series. So yeah, check out Cranberry County. We also have a vanilla City Skyline series designed for the people that play City Skylines on consoles or without any mods. That series is for you. Switching up the way I edit that to make it a little bit more appealing and really a little bit more fast-paced and shorter. Just taking a look at those analytics. So I want to provide the best experience for you all. All right, guys, that will do it for this episode. 20 something minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just this, even my portion was like 20 minutes. So this is for all you nerds out there, you City Skylines nerds that needed to catch up on what we were doing. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next episode. Binge watchers, the next episode is up next. For all of you weekly viewers, hopefully the next episode is next week. You got to figure out what to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Peace.